Hey, I'm Carl with Apt, and we've got a great product here for you today. It's the Razer BlackWidow Chroma Keyboard, and this is a mechanical keyboard, so it makes this really nice clicking noise when you press the buttons. This particular one uses their Razer's own design for their green keys, they call them. It has a 60 million click life, so you can press the button. Each button is designed to last 60 million presses, so you're going to have this keyboard for a good long while. All the keys also have individual LEDs behind them, so as you can see here, this is one of the settings you can use for that. Otherwise, you can arrange everything so that that they highlight different keys. If you want to highlight your shortcut buttons, you can put those all as one color. It's just a lot of great functionality to this keyboard. On the side, you also have a USB, and then you also have a headphone jack and a microphone jack. So if you are a gamer, you have a lot of great accessibility with this to make gaming really, really easy. Otherwise, as far as looks go, it's a really nice looking keyboard. You have this kind of matte black finish that runs all the way around it. The keys are kind of a matte finish as well. And you also have little rubber feet underneath here, so when you set it down, it's not going to move around on you, as well as a couple of kickstand feet down here. So you can angle it up a little bit if that's more comfortable for you to type on. But the real benefit here is the software that it comes with. The software is super easy to use. You can do all sorts of different things with these keys. You have macro keys on the side here that you can set up to do a series of keystrokes. So if you wanted to, if you're in a situation where you have to type the same thing kind of over and over again as you go, you can set one of the macros up to type out a full sentence for you, or you can hit it and it'll do a series of key presses. So for shortcuts and things like that. So it's a really great keyboard for gamers. It's phenomenal because you have presets in the software that are designed for specific games that are really popular. But otherwise, for somebody just working at an office, you can set up these macros to use for any of the stuff you do every day. So really a lot of great functionality here. It's a really great feeling keyboard. It's a great looking keyboard. And then we're going to take a look here at the software to see some of the different things that you can do involving the lights and the different keys that are on the keyboard here. Okay, so here we are in the software, and this is really where the keyboard kind of comes to life. So this is going to allow you to do all sorts of customization. So within here, the big thing with this keyboard is you can adjust the lighting. So this is going to allow you to basically tell the keys what to look like and what kind of configuration you want them to be. So you can highlight the entire keyboard if you want, or you can highlight just parts of it, and that's going to just deal then with those keys that are highlighted. So let's say we wanted to do let's see, we'll customize it here. We'll just do this half of the keyboard. So we highlight that half, and then here's where your effects are, is along the bottom left here. So you can actually choose, we have reactive chosen right now, and you can turn that on and off. There's a little eye icon that's gonna appear when you click on it. So they're reactive now, and let's say we want to make them blue every time we touch them. So we click on blue, or you can select really anything from the color spectrum, but let's do blue for right now. And then you click on apply. So now every time I hit a key over here, it's going to light up blue. Now if you wanted to do, say, add an effect to it, we'll add static, so that when they're on, or when the static is turned on, it's all gonna, this whole section is going to remain one color, and then when you press the key, it's going to go to the reactive mode where it changes to a different color. So what you want, if you want static to be on all the time, you move that down to the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to change them to, let's say, static purple. So we apply that, and then we want the reactive part to be, let's see here. Select those, and we'll say we want the reactive part to be red. So when we apply it here, you'll see all the keys are purple, and then when I press them, they turn red. And then you can also you can make the duration longer or shorter. So if we make it a long duration and we apply that, then when you hit the keys, the red's going to stay on a little bit longer, or you can move it to short so that it's a quick duration. So there, if you hit those, the red disappears a little more quickly. So you can add different effects. It's just, like I said, everything's very customizable. If you wanted to do all, you can click on all, and that's going to highlight everything. So now we're working with the entire keyboard. So let's say we wanted it to just be static. We can turn off the reactive, or we can actually get rid of the reactive, by hitting the garbage can down here, and then static is going to turn all these keys into whatever color we choose. So let's say we want to do white, for example. So we'll click on white, hit apply, and that's going to turn the entire keyboard white. So just a lot of different customizations. Like I said, you can, if you wanted to do individual keys, you can click on an individual key to change it. So let's say we wanted to do, like if you wanted to set up, so you know what a shortcut is, you can set up Control Alt Delete. If you wanted to set it up so somebody knows how to reset their computer, you can do that. So you can set Control to green, you can set Alt to green, and then set up your delete key to green. So maybe that's if somebody's a little older and they don't know how to reset their computer, you can do that, and now they know when they hit those 3 green buttons, it's going to reset the computer. So just little things like that that you can do to make life a lot easier when using a keyboard. So you can use it if you're a gamer, you can set up if you have different combinations of buttons that you want to press, you can do that, or just like somebody in an office who maybe can't memorize all the shortcuts that they need, they can highlight them in these different colors. So it just makes it a little easier to use, and really makes using the computer a lot more fun and a lot easier. But otherwise, those are the big things. So we'll get out of that screen here for now. And then you can set up different profiles. So if you wanted to have one profile for when you're gaming or one profile for when you're working, you can do that too, and that's going to change all the colors based on the profile that you have set up. And then here we can go to customize, and you can actually you can customize each key. So if you wanted to reassign a key to do something else, you can do that. I haven't really figured out a great reason to do that, but it's something that's possible with this keyboard. You can set up shortcuts over here, like function +2. You click on that, and that'll bring up a whole list of the different shortcuts you can set up that way. And then you have your macros here. So if you click on that, we'll go, let's see here, we'll cancel this one. And so basically you go into this macro area here, and what you're going to want to do is click on the plus sign, and you can name it. So you can say, let's say Shift Enter, just as an example. And then you're going to hit record, and then you hit Shift Enter, and it's going to record your keystrokes here and how much time it took to hit each key. So, and then once you're done with that, you hit stop. And then here's where it gets a little more involved. You can actually adjust the timing. So if you wanted it to take 3 seconds between you pressing shift and you pressing enter, you can change that to a 3-second delay. So it's just, you can find different uses for things like that. If you're gonna copy and paste, maybe you need a little bit of a delay to get your cursor over to where it needs to go. So you can set up like a 3-second delay or whatever. So just like I said, a lot of customization on this one. Really cool that you can control all the lights and everything like that. And that's just some of the functionality of this keyboard. If we talked about all of it, we would be here all day. But otherwise, that's just kind of a basic tutorial on what you can do with these lights and with this keyboard. So that's the Razer BlackWidow Chroma Keyboard. Again, it's a great feeling, great looking keyboard. It is a little on the loud side, so if you're going to use it in an office environment, they make another version that has orange actuators built in, so that's going to cut down on the noise level of when you're typing. But if you love the sound of that click and you work in your own office and you don't have people around you that are going to be bothered by it, the green keys they're really satisfying to press. It's a really cool keyboard. If you own one of these, if you're thinking about getting one of these, we'd love to hear your comments and your feedback below. If you're interested in purchasing one of these or you want to hear more about it, you can click on the link in the description below, and that'll get you to our website, and you'll be able to see all the details on this one. As always, we appreciate you watching these videos, and remember to like and subscribe on YouTube.